Now, last month, I released my video course, Meet the Devil, and very good course, by the way. If you want to go take it, it's on my Patreon. Go to the shop tab, you'll find it in there. Meet the Devil. Anyway, speaking about that specifically, there were some questions that came up as it was being released, actually, in regards to who the devil actually is, and valid questions. We do find that a lot of people, especially in neo-Pagan and neo-Wiccan circles, have this tendency to reject this idea of the devil and Satan and everything else. You know, there is no devil in our craft, there is no Satan in our craft and things like that. So it is valid, but I think an understanding of who this folkloric devil is kind of becomes quite important. So I wanted to just cover that today briefly. Obviously not going to go into all the intricacies and nuances of the actual course itself, but I just wanted to explain who this folkloric devil is that I keep talking about. So when you go into early Catholicism, Christianity, the medieval and Renaissance periods, we start to see mention of Satan, the devil, etc., etc., etc. And what this really is that this is actually referring to the theological devil that came out of Catholicism and Christianity. And this is, as we have spoken about previously in regards to Satan or Satan, well, Satan specifically, because this is the development that the Christian Church or the Catholic Church actually came up with. This is a conglomeration of all beings that are not Christian and that oppose the Christian God. So everything which is not Christian or based within Christianity becomes the Satan. Okay, so it's it really is an egregore because it's a collective of everything, and the devil is very similar to this. All right. Whereas Satan is just the representation of the Christian evil, which is therefore the opposition, anything, absolutely anything that opposes the Christian God. When we talk about the devil, we are referencing very much the God form, and it's usually always the pagan god itself or himself. So this is really what we're referencing here. This is the theological devil. So all of the pagan gods, Pan, Kerninos, are quite often included in there because of the horned aspect, and especially Pan with the cloven hooves, the horns, etc., etc. And this then starts to form into what we have labeled the Sabbatic goat. Therefore, this includes all of the horn gods, but it also includes all of the Promethean type gods. So we have Lucifer, the bringers of gnosis, the bringers of knowledge, the illuminators of the path, all of these Luciferian or Lucifer type gods that we have, pagan gods. So Prometheus, etc., etc., etc. This also includes a lot of the trickster spirits. It also includes a lot of the liminal gods, the devil at the crossroads, as an example. So if you take all of the pagan gods and you anthropomorphize them into one figure, which is then called the devil, that became the theological devil. Out of that, during the medieval and Renaissance times, especially during the witch trials, when women mostly were being tried and questioned about the god or the demon, the devil they actually follow, it started to form into this folkloric aspect, and the folkloric devil arose. And this is why, therefore, it is very much in reference to the Sabbatic goat, because this was always in reference to going to the Sabbath, meeting for the Sabbath celebrations in the forest with the black man or the dark man or the Sabbatic goat, the devil, and therefore then continuing and with the celebrations, etc., etc. But apart from the Sabbatic goat, we also find reference to, as I mentioned before, the devil at the crossroads, making a deal with the devil at the crossroads, and all such things, which spans quite a large portion of the world and throughout history. So we have the liminal god as well. And this is why, when we talk about the folkloric devil, it really encompasses all of the pagan gods, all of the gods which were formed, the horn gods, the tricksters, the liminal gods, all of them, okay? So we're really talking about the folkloric god, which became this, from the theological devil, which was Catholic and Christian based, which then formed into this folkloric devil, which we can then use and take forward and break out of that shell, and becomes the witch father and all of these things. So this is the devil I'm talking about. This is the folkloric devil, especially in the video where I say, which is called Meet the Devil, because apart from giving you all the history and the breakdown and everything else, there is a practice in there that takes you on a guided journey to go and actually meet the devil, whatever form that takes for you. And quite often, especially if it's in reference to the sabbatic goat, Master Leonard will come up a lot, but the sabbatic goat himself, in other situations, it could be a Promethean figure like Lucifer, or a Luciferian figure, Promethean, Luciferian, bringing the fire, bringing the knowledge and the gnosis to humans. But at the same time, for me, that is very much Pan, which then kind of has this blend with Baphomet. So it depends. The folkloric devil for you is going to be personal to you, and it's personal to everybody. This is the main, I would say, in my interpretation anyway, this is the main pagan god that you would connect with. Okay, so when you go meet the devil in the forest, in the guided meditation or guided journey, what shows up is probably the pagan god that you connect with the most. Okay, so bear that in mind. All right, so that was, just wanted to give a kind of explanation and at least my interpretation and explanation of what or who the folkloric devil is, because there has been some confusion regarding this. And yeah, as I said, if you want to go buy the course, on my Patreon page, just hit the shop tab and you'll find it in there. Yeah, that's it. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Cheerio for now.